Okay.
So Russell Crowe has an interview with Mark Lawson from BBC Radio, and for some reason or another, Russell Crowe decides to be a gigantic douche. Okay, so look,
I think he made that decision a long time ago, and this is just one way of exhibiting that decision.
Yes.
His latest way.
Yes. Look, the video is self-explanatory. We have the interview for you. Let's go to video number 1, Russell Crowe.
You talk about where he comes from, the location of him, the accent you've given him. There are hints to me of Irish, but what were you thinking of in those terms?
You've got dead ears, mate. You seriously got dead ears if you think that's an Irish accent.
Hints of, I thought. But,
bollocks.
Bollocks.
So, the reality break for him is that he has been estranged, in our version, estranged from his family for a long time. He has, marched from the south of France to Palestine and back. He's seen the great empires of his time, but he's been surrounded by other Englishmen. The English army has been pulled greatly from the barons of the north and the families of the north. And depending on which historian you want to believe, there's always been a big argument between whether his birthplace is Nottingham, whether his birthplace is Barnsdale. And we just took the attitude that whatever you understood about whatever you think you know about Robin Hood, it was a previously understandable mistake. So we take some of other people's narrative ideas and we twist them around. So the name Locksley, for example, has become synonymous with Robin Hood, but we show you why that was a simple mistake to actually say that he really was this man Locksley. I'm a little dumbfounded that you could possibly find any Irish in that character. That's kind of ridiculous, but then it's your show.
So you're going for, you're going for Northern English?
No, I was going for an Italian. Yeah. Missed it? Anyway.
And finally, you can either answer this or not. I just give you the chance because it's out there at the moment. As you know, that the suggestion you didn't want to say the famous line in Gladiator in this book that has come out.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't get the Irish thing, bro. I don't get them, bro.
Russell Crowe, who waved his cigarette in farewell. Robin Hood can be seen from today.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I am entertained. I love those kind of interviews. Like, people get upset or whatever. Are you kidding me? That interview was only a million times better than if they had just had a normal interview about where Robin Hood was from and whether he was Locksley or Foxley. Who cares, right? But there is something, obviously and definitively, up Russell Crowe's ass.
Yeah, what was that? I mean, the reporter didn't even ask anything offensive. That wasn't even a hard question.
Do you have any idea how quickly he'd walk off this set?
He would have walked. He would walk in and walk out. That's exactly what would happen during the
I know.
interview.
I'd look at him the wrong way, and he'd be like,
At my signal, unleash hell.
Okay, all right, but you're too ready to unleash hell, right? I mean, he just asked whether it was an Irish accent, and then what was bleeped out was "fuck me."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, bollocks, man, bollocks, Irish. All right, where'd you get it?" And that got stuck in his head. He started talking about Locksley, and he comes back, Irish. Where'd you get Irish? Oh, yeah, crazy. Fuck me. Like, starts twitching and shit. All right, calm down, Russell. And don't get me wrong, Russell Crowe is one of my favorite actors. I don't care what kind of an ass he is. I loved him in Gladiator, and I loved him for the first 3/4 of Robin Hood. Just walk out before the ending. That's all. Okay, and then you'll really like the movie. So I don't really care, and I'm amused by all this stuff. But, I feel bad for interviewers, I guess, who do care about this. And that guy probably felt like, what did I do?
Right.
And look, here, let me back you up. You didn't do a damn thing. It's Russell Crowe. You could have said to him, hey, it's kind of sunny today. He'd be like, bollocks. What's with the sunny thing? It's obviously raining today. Jeez him, okay? Hey, fuck me. I'm out of here.
Jeez him.
Jeez him. He probably wouldn't have said jeez him. That's my old Jamaican girlfriend. Who would have said that? Sad day, don't it? Jeez him. What is that, Jamaican? Jamaican? Bollocks! Where'd you get that from? Fuck me.
Look, of course I don't really care about that video. I don't care that he was so rude to that reporter, but it did irritate me. Like, listening to it, when he was rambling on and on about irrelevant things, I was just like, what? this man is so unbearable. Like, just answer the question or say something about the comment about the Irish in your accent. Say, no, I was going for this accent. If you heard Irish, that's a little strange, but that's okay. It's just that I'm a big celebrity, so I can treat people however I want. I can't stand that attitude.
No, Anna nails. That's the key part of this. Let's not lose track of why this is interesting, because these guys are so on a pedestal. They're so floating on a cloud, a million miles above the sky, that if you're like, hey, you know what, that's actually not a million miles, it's like 998,000 miles, you fuck me, bollocks! Right? How dare you? How dare you? I'm Russell Crowe. Why did you look at me kind of sideways? Okay? And it's like, look, you know what, and sometimes when you keep doing this over and over, it does affect how people view you, and it does affect your movies. And so, in some ways, you almost root for him to bite him in the ass on it, because he's such an unbearable guy. But at the same time, like I said, I really like his acting, so I'm going to go to the next movie anyway. And it's no skin off my ass. But yes, Anna, they are definitely unbearable, and it's definitely because everyone around them is on pins and needles trying to please them 24/7.
Yes.